Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Creations by Sween. I didn't get to record the Thanksgiving card that I promised you guys because it got really late because I was making these little guys. And I didn't record me making this. This is the utensils that we used at the office. And it took me about 2 hours to get 40 of these done with the little turkeys, and I made them with the Create a Critter 2. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is what I was working on, and then I wanted to make Thanksgiving cards, but I didn't get a chance to make them. So that was why the video never came up. Today I'm making Christmas cards, and I am mass producing them for my personal Christmas cards to give out to my friends and family. And I wanted to share with you guys how I've came up with this. It's just a snowflake. It's very simple. It does have a few steps to it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I did this, okay? So this is going to be my this year's Christmas card. It's not, I fell in love with the whole Frozen theme from Disney, so I figured let me go ahead and try to do something like that. Now, this cut came from a free cut in the Cricut Craft Room that they were giving this week, and it's just called Basic Snowflake. So it has its background, which I've glittered. This is the background, and I went ahead and glittered them, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So let's go ahead and get started. What I've done is I've cut 19 or 20. I think I cut 20 cardstocks, and what this is it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut at 4 1/4, and now we're gonna score it at 8.5 by 11. It's cut at 5 1/2. There we go. So it's 5 1/2 by 8.5, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna score it at 4 1/4. Okay. So let's go ahead and score that. And you can either do this one of two ways. You can do it like this, which is what I've chosen to do, or you can do them as like this. I like it this way, so we're gonna go ahead and do it this way. I'm gonna use my bone folder to get a nice little crease. Now, what I did was, this is gonna be a standard A2 size card. What I did was I took my dark gray strips and I ran them through the Cuttlebug. This strip is cut at 5 1/2 by 2, and let me see. The folder that I used, I don't know the name of it because this is an old one. I think it's just Snowflakes. It wasn't long enough to do the whole 5, so I have a piece of embossed cardstock there, but that's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it onto the left hand side and pray for the best. So let me go ahead and use my ATG. Whenever I dry emboss, which is what this technique is called, I like to add a little bit of extra adhesive on the back, because since it's already a little bit buckled because of the embossing, I want to make sure that we have a good grip. Okay, so let me go ahead and adhere this down. It might be a little bit smaller, I just realized, than the cardstock, the card base, but that's okay. They're handmade. They're not supposed to be perfect. Alright, so can you guys see the embossing there? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the inside. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of cardstock, which is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, and I've used my Geometric Frames corner punch that I won in one of Gloria Dasher's challenge. She's from Spiral Rocks 346, and I just cut the catty corners out so that I could create just a little bit of an interesting effect on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and just add some ATG and adhere this down to the inside of our card. I'm going to go ahead and place this as best as I can, as centered as I can. Alright, so this is going to be the inside of our card. So you see how that looks? Now out of the, I'm not 100% sure. I know it's from Inky Dinky Doo. It's a Christmas set, but I don't know what the name of it is. We're going to be using Warm Holiday Wishes for the inside. And I've mounted it on my Martha Stewart press. And we're going to go ahead and ink this up with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Okay. And we're going to add this to the middle. And when you press down your stamps, give it a second or two for the ink to transfer onto the paper before you lift it, so you get the best crisp image. Now I have, from that same stamp set, I have these little snowflakes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the opposite corner. So let me go ahead and ink these up. Tap, tap. And let's ink them up and put them on just the catty corner. And we're going to do that here also. And it just, you know, it brings the feeling of the snowflake from the outside in. See how cute that looks? I know it's lacking a little bit of color, but I really like this turquoise bluish color with the gray. Now before I continue, let me go ahead and stamp on the back. This is a stamp that I had made from the Stamps of Life. And this is my stamp with my name on it. So let me go ahead and just stamp it on the back, because 5 times out of 10, so I guess 50-50, I forget to stamp my name on the back of these. So let me go ahead and just stamp it, get it out of the way. Again, I like to give it a second for the ink to transfer onto my paper. And this is the way my stamp looks. Handmade with Love by Creations by Celine. So now that we have that done, let's go ahead and work on the front. I'm trying to get all my stamping out at the same time. So from the stamp set from My Pink Stamper, and this one is Christmas Wishes, I'm using the Merry Christmas, no I'm not, I'm using the Happy Holidays. And that's going to go on the front of the card. I like to get all my stamping done. And I don't like to, you know, I would normally have an assembly line going on here if I'm going to do all the ones at the same time. So I'm going to stamp this on the right hand corner on the top. Again, give it a second for the image to transfer onto the paper. Perfect. Alright. I like to store those upside down. So you see I have Happy Holidays. Now let's go ahead and adhere our... Let me show you how I went ahead and glittered these up. I took my snowflakes, my base of my snowflakes, and and I ran them through my Create a Sticker, my large Create a Sticker, and basically they're all sitting here, okay, in like tape on the back, like they became a sticker. Because I find this easier than like sitting there with like pouring the glue and waiting. It takes too long to dry, and I just find it a little bit easier this way. So I run them all through there. Then once they have like the sticker, I take my embossing buddy here. I place it in, let me see. I place it in here. I shake the glitter around. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done faster and it dries a lot quicker. So that is the base of my snowflake. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not completely covered, but that's okay because most of my snowflake is going to be covered anyways with the top layer. Now, the top layer, since I'm going to be gluing onto glitter paper, in essence, I mean, I guess if you have the glitter paper in this color and you just cut it out, it saves you a whole step and it'll be faster. So my top layer, since I'm going to be gluing onto glitter paper, I'm going to be using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. Okay? Because this will secure it a lot better. So let me get this running. And we want to be a little bit generous. If it comes out, don't worry, because you know what? It's going to dry clear. Okay, so we don't want it oozing out, but we want to be able to get it to adhere to the glitter. All right, cover that up always immediately. And I just realized that right here, there's hardly any glue. So let me just bring this. Okay. All right, so let me get my little tweezers here. What I like to do is put it on a piece of like wax paper and then line it up. Like I said, don't worry if some of the glue seeps through, it's gonna dry clear. Okay, and now I'm gonna put this other cover on top, and I'm gonna take like a little spongy thing. This is just a coaster that I have, and I'm gonna press, because I wanna make sure that all the corners are down. So I'm just gonna rub until most of it is down. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a second or two. You see, it seeped through a little bit, but that's okay because, like I said, it's gonna dry clear. I had the same thing happen to this one, and you can't see the glue anywhere. So we're gonna give it a minute. See, it's trying to lift here. So wherever it starts lifting, put it back and just apply some pressure to it until it goes ahead and adheres to the glitter part. So basically what I have here is sort of like an assembly line going on. Clearly I'm not going to put all these cards together on video for you guys, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you. And I also wanted to share something with you guys, that this is going to be the first year that I do this. But starting December 1st, I'm going to go ahead and do the 12 days of Christmas. And for what that means is that every day in December, from December 1st to December 12th, I am going to put up a video on a Christmas card. Now, hopefully my schedule will allow me to keep up with this. Definitely, I will have 12 cards at least in the month of December. Hopefully, like I said, I could do it once a day for you guys. So I might do 1 or 2 videos on one day. So if I'm wearing the same clothes, or you notice that I have the same maybe ink mark or something, it's just that I did a couple of videos on the same day. And what I'll do is I'll post them throughout the month of December for you guys. All right, so pretty much I think it adhered perfectly. Okay, so look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that glitter make a world of difference? See, because had I done it this way, it's still cute. It's a snowflake, but it doesn't, you know, it's cute. And this could be used for several things, but look at the difference. I always think sparkly stuff looks better. I'm a bling kind of girl. So I'm going to turn this over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some pop dots to the back so that it pops up. These were from the dollar section at Walmart. They had a name clearly, but it's not their, maybe it is the Studio G brand. I'm not 100% sure, but I bought this for $1, all of these. And I never ever throw away this part because I cut that up and I use them because it's still dimensional, so it's still available. Now, since I'm going to be adhering this to parts of a cardstock that has been dry embossed, I want to make sure I have enough on here so that it doesn't fall off. Remember, this is going to go through the mail, and we want to make sure it gets there in one piece. So let me just pull this aside here. Let me get these adhesive backings off, and we're almost done here, guys. It was a fast video for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it gets you in the mood to start your Christmas cards if you haven't already. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and see. I guess right there. It's probably going to be the best. So I'm going to do the middle first and then the corners. Alright guys, so these are my Christmas cards for this year. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you liked them. And I'm glad to have been back here with another video for you guys today. And remember to stay tuned throughout the month of December. I am going to post Christmas cards for you guys. And hopefully I'll be able to do one a day. Let's see if my schedule permits it. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed my card. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for liking my video. I mean, if you do, go ahead and like it. And you know what, before I let you go, I'm going to add something to the middle of this that I was thinking might be a good idea. I have these really big rhinestones. And now that I just looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute, it's missing something. So these really big ones. Let me go ahead and add that to the middle. Oh my, yes. Big difference. Big difference. Check that out. I can probably even add, let me see. I'm not making that many because I really only send Christmas cards to my immediate family. Oh, I like that. I like the way that looks. Let me go ahead and just add this quickly here, guys. Sorry. See, sometimes you think of things after your card is made and you're like, hey, this could make this card even better. So let me go ahead and there you go. Now that's much more me. Alright guys, thank you again for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I know that I, for one, have lots to be thankful for this year. So thank you again, guys. And I'm especially thankful for every one of you out there that like my videos and take the time out of your busy schedules to look at my videos. And especially when you leave me comments, that makes my day. Alright guys, have a wonderful evening. And again, thank you so much for joining me. And this is my Christmas holiday cards. Bye.